One of the major factors influencing future home design will be the probable change in climate, with hotter summers, colder winters, and the possibility of floods. Consequently, houses will be built with better insulation and will also need ways of keeping cool in hot weather, whether that's air conditioning or more shading of windows. In classes, your teachers will talk about topics that you are studying. The information that they provide will be important to know when you take tests. You must be able to take good written notes from what your teacher says. The provision of accurate and authoritative statistical information strengthens our society. It provides a basis for decisions to be made on public policy, such as determining electoral boundaries and where to locate schools and hospitals. It allows businesses to know their market, grow their business, and improve their marketing strategies by targeting their activities appropriately. The Japanese tea ceremony is a ritual tour influenced by Buddhism in which green tea is prepared and served to a small group of guests in a peaceful setting. The ceremony can take as long as 4 hours, and there are many traditional gestures that both the server and the guest must perform. The semiconductor industry has been able to improve the performance of electronic systems for more than 4 decades by making ever smaller devices. However, this approach will soon encounter both scientific and technical limits, which is why the industry is exploring a number of alternative device technologies. Social media has become an increasingly important tool for communication and information sharing, allowing individuals to connect with others across the globe and access news and entertainment content. Founded in 1921 by A.S. Neal, the Summerhill School is known for its unique approach to education. At Summerhill, students have the freedom to choose their own activities and are encouraged to participate in the decision-making process. This student-centered approach promotes self-expression, creativity, and personal development. There are, of course, intercultural difficulties as well as language difficulties, he said. There are, of course, also many Australian students who don't speak such fantastically good English either. Public health initiatives are vital in addressing global health challenges. From vaccination campaigns to nutrition education, these efforts aim to improve quality of life and prevent disease, underscoring the importance of collective action for community well-being. The success of these initiatives hinges on community engagement and the adoption of healthy practices by individuals. The Office of Personnel Management was the target of the attack, but data from nearly every government agency was stolen. U.S. investigators say they believe Chinese hackers were behind the breach. Few things in the world produce such amazement as one's first glimpse of the Grand Canyon. It took around more than 2 billion years to create this vast wonder in some places. 17 miles wide, largely through the relentless force of the Colorado River, which runs 277 miles along its length and a mile beneath its towering rims. The field of artificial intelligence (AI) has seen significant growth in recent years, with applications ranging from virtual assistants to self-driving cars. AI has the potential to bring significant benefits, such as improved efficiency and productivity, but it also raises ethical concerns around issues such as privacy, bias, and job displacement. The core of the problem was the immense disparity between the country's productive capacity and the ability of people to consume. Great innovations in productive techniques during and after the war raised the output of industry beyond the purchasing capacity of U.S. farmers and wage earners. Plants possess an intricate system of roots that extends far beyond what meets the eye. These underground networks serve a crucial purpose in absorbing water and nutrients from the soil. This remarkable feature enables plants to thrive in demanding environments like deserts. Mesquite trees, for example, have tap roots that can delve over 50 yards deep in search of water. The life of a hunter-gatherer is indeed, as Thomas Hobbes said of the state of nature, solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. In some respects, to be sure, wandering through the jungle bagging monkeys may be preferable to the hard slog of subsistence agriculture. The brain is divided into two hemispheres, called the left and right hemispheres. Each hemisphere provided a different set of functions, behaviors, and controls. The right hemisphere is often called the creative side of the brain, while the left hemisphere is the logical or analytical side of brain. The concept of smart cities, where technology and data are used to enhance living conditions, is revolutionizing urban development. These cities promise efficiency and sustainability, but they also require careful consideration of privacy and security concerns. Balancing technological advancements with the protection of individual rights is key to the successful implementation of smart city initiatives. Diversity and inclusion are important values in modern society, promoting respect for differences in identity and experience. However, achieving true diversity and inclusion can be a complex and ongoing process, requiring ongoing education, awareness, and action. Yellow is the most optimistic color, yet surprisingly, people lose their tempers most often in yellow rooms and babies cry more in them. The reason may be that yellow is the hardest color on the eye. On the other hand, it speeds metabolism and enhances concentration. Think of yellow legal pads and post-it notes. Blue is the most popular color. Food researchers disagree. When humans searched for food, they learned to avoid toxic or spoiled objects, which were often blue, black, or purple. When food died, blue is served to study subjects, they lose appetite.